So the first thing I do when I learn any tremolo piece is I map out the chords and I only practice the chords. I'll literally learn the whole piece like that. And the reason is this. There are 3 30-second notes between each thumb stroke. Those go by pretty fast. Ideally, you don't want to change the chord until that last 30-second note has sounded. In so many cases, I see people moving so far ahead of time that that last note, sometimes even maybe the last note and a half, are completely cut, choked off because they're moving the left hand too soon, just worried about getting to the next chord. So that's one of the big avenues to success in playing a tremolo piece, is being able to move the left hand accurately, quickly, and confidently.
First time I listened to this beautiful small piece was when I was a child. We have at home a recording of guitar music, Spanish guitar music, that I used to hear before I went to sleep. In this recording, I listened to Adelita, Marieta, and all these small beautiful pieces by Tarrega, and I was in love with them. And several years later, my teacher suggested me to play some pieces by Tarrega, and at that moment I found out that that was the pieces I heard years before when I was a child, and I was really, really, really happy about that. And today, as remembering of that time, I used to play still these pieces at the concert, together with another miniatures, for example, Lágrima or Marieta, Adelita.
About the grace note and portamentos, we have to remind that the last note, the arrival note, is most important. So when we play this, the very important note is, this is the real important note, and this one, also the second note, is very important. So we need the first movement and a kind of increase of tension towards the second note. So we have to press more until the end of the movement. And we have to imagine also a crescendo. So try to practice playing very softly the first note, and then a movement which gives the sense of crescendo. Also a vibrato can help. So crescendo towards the second note.
First of all, it's called Capriccio Arabic. You know, this has nothing to do with Arabic music. That's one thing that I can tell you, is that it is very far off. You know what the Arabic music is. You know what Eastern music, Eastern art culture is. So this is kind of like an evocation of what might the Arab world be. You know, it was somewhat fashionable for composers to write in the style of this Arabic kind of mysterious world, you know, one with the flying carpets and the genies and the lamps and, you know, things like that are obviously not real and have nothing to do with the Arab world. There was this kind of this fantasy about the Arab world, and you have some composers that wrote in that kind of evocation of this kind of mysterious Arab world, and Tarrega was one of them. There was Rimsky-Korsakov also wrote Shahrazad, and many others. There's Debussy wrote arabesque. So it was, at the time, it was a fashion to do so.
And in the music like this, kind of influenced from, you know, romantic period, let's say Chopin or something. So you can really think about how the color could bring the different character. For example, if I will play the first part and just, you know, trying to bring a different character with colors.